A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the BYU Cougars and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Keith looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Cougars kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes a handoff. It's Cosley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in Week 1.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Quickly to the tight end.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking for space. It's Hosley. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. To throw, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. First down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Casper. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Going to look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Hits the afterburners. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Martin. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for room. It's Hosley. At the 35, he's open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Cougar! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Scrambling away. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Escapes the pressure going right. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Running inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught. They will score! Touchdown, BYU!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got the back over the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Pocket breaking down. And he never had a chance.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Gets the back moving. Quarterback making adjustments. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The run inside. It's Hosley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Addison. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. Third down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open, what does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Yellow Jackets spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to... Clock again for the remainder of this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hit as he throws. And they will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Open space at the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Mississippi State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Snags it, and there's running room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. On the draw, it's Martin. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. On the run, it's Haslett. A confident A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the BYU Cougars and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you think about the history of college football, you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Cougars kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And you dream about the season starting and what might happen, and you kick the ball out of bounds right off the bat. Everybody just settle down. We got a long season to go. Looking for a gap. It's Hosley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He unleashes a long one. Upstairs to make the catch. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34 and won an electrifying play.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
He wants to throw it again. Fires left. Got his man. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Going for 6. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Rush is on him. Complete. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A pick 6!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Bachmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. The lone back's got it, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Blue 22.
Right back to it. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game one, it's tough to take an injury this early. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Throwing right. He's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Hosley. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line.
Kill it, kill it. 528 crew. 528 crew. Kill. 776 captain. 776 captain.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Unleashes to the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. On the ground, it's Maddox.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. They They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hosley. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
8-86 bounce. 8-14 choice. 8-14 choice.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Punch it out of the air. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the delay, it's Martin. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number...
Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Hosley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Allen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bends. That was sweet.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got his man. Smashes through the tackle. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Lets it fly deep downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
They'll run it. It's Maddox. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback making checks. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat for the score.
Blue 22.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down.
Blue 85.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for space. It's Martin. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Mississippi State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Going to the run to start this second half. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, Get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
To the air. It's Bachmeier. Blasted as he lets it go. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chip.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Finds his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
BYU has this offense clicking. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Throws to the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Finds his back in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They've been aggressive on fourth down. They've already converted twice, and they'll try it again. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Headed for the corner. It's Martin. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They've already converted 3 fourth downs on this drive, and they'll try to make it 4 right here. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Using his legs, it's Maddox. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Spits it out to the back. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go. Kill. 28.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
139 Albatross. 139 Bender.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Hosley. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going for it all. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Bachmeier. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Wide open downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
Trying to run, it's Martin. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Unloads it left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. The defense did its job, holding them to the field goal, and now this offense will try to protect this lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Caught behind the line. It's Addison. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
9:49, Rockstar. 9:49, Rockstar.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 8-14 Jordan. 8-14 Jordan. Down. Kill, kill. 496, 496. Stay. Joker. Ninja. Mustang.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? To throw, it's Bachmeyer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lyons. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to yet another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice of play call.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. He'll go to the sneak. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
Kill. 180, race car. 180, race car.
He might want another play. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Going over the top. Goes high to pull it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. From the gun. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Yellow Jackets with an answer.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, the likely game winner in the waning moments. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Number 33, set to kick it over.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Oh, better look out! And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.